Just under a week left to go before Santa comes down the chimney. Good morning, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis, and this is the Morning Edition. And as always, it's so great to have you with us. A cold front is expected to move over the islands this week, but for more on your weather outlook, here's Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean.
This weather report is sponsored by Bank of the Bahamas, the bank of solutions.
Good morning, LaDawn. In our first look at weather, we're going to get you started with our satellite picture, and you can see the clouds associated with that cold front already beginning to close in on Grand Bahama and Abaco. And as the day progresses, we expect the clouds to continue to roll in. Showers and isolated thunderstorms expected in the mix as well. All the details coming up later in the newscast, so do stay tuned. But outside of our studios, we have a bit of clouds. The sun is starting to come out. Temperature at 75 degrees, relative humidity very rich at 94%. The winds are out of the south at 7 miles per hour. The barometric pressure 1,013.3 millibars. That's 29.92 inches, and it is steady. Temperatures around the islands this morning: Marsh Harbor at 73, 72 in Greenville Key, 73 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands at 75, Alistown, Bimini 78 degrees, 78 in Harper Island, Roxanne, Eleuthera, and Otterstown, Cat Island. Stanley Key, Kemps Bay, South Andros, Fresh Creek and Central Andros all reporting 77. We get 78s in San Salvador and Rum Key in Ragged Island, 79, Clarencetown, Long Island, Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, Ackles, Matchitown, and Nagua, all at 79. The Turks and Caicos Islands at 80 degrees. And if you are traveling this morning, well, here's some high and low temperatures you're likely to find at some of your favorite cities. That's going to do it for your travel forecast. Now for your boating forecast for today in the northwest Bahamas. South to southwest winds ahead of that cold front, but those winds will be switching out of the northwest once the cold front passes, and speeds increasing to about 20 to 25 knots. Initially, the seas will be 2 to 4 feet. They will be building late this evening into the nighttime hours, getting up to 6 to 9 feet. Low tide 6:14 this morning, high tide at 12:29 in the afternoon. Now for the central and southeastern islands, the winds will remain out of the southeast at 10 to 15 knots, wave heights 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. And that's going to do it for your first look at Weather the Morning Edition. Stay tuned. Your forecast for today and tonight is still ahead.
Thanks a lot, Basil. Meanwhile, our Kelsey Johnson and the Morning Edition team is standing by with the Bahamas First traffic report.
The traffic report is sponsored by Bahamas First. First in insurance. Today, tomorrow.
Good morning, LaDawn. Good morning, Bahamas. We're here on Shirley Street and Village Road. Now, at this particular intersection, there is an uneven surface. So we just want to remind the general public, if you're going to use this particular corridor to get to work or to play this morning, that you should be driving with caution and care on this particular uneven surface. We also want to remind the general public that the unpaved trench is still opened on Soldier Road and the East Street intersection, and roadworks are taking place on Nassau Street. That's between Boyd Road and Ponciana Drive. And also the traffic light has been removed from Parliament Street. So if you're going to drive on Shirley Street heading towards Parliament Street, we want you guys to drive with caution and care. As we approach the festive season, we also want to remind the general public that to remain in the traffic zone, 45 miles per hour on some roads and 35 miles per hour on other roads. Now we're going to toss it back into the studio to you, LaDawn, because we have a Junkanoo treat down there in Rawson Square.
Thanks a lot, Kelsey. Now on to our top story this morning. The Aircraft Accident Investigation Department releasing its findings in the death of Byron Ferguson back in November 8th last year. In a release overnight, the department revealed that the cause of the accident was a loss of control in flight, an uncontrolled collision with the ocean. It was also recommended that the government designate an appropriate entity to perform search and rescue services. Also, the government should grant the Bahamas Civil Aviation Authority the oversight of the designated search and rescue entity, and it was also recommended the establishment of a rescue coordination center in support of provision of search and rescue services. We will have more from the crash findings and recommendations in a later newscast. Another big move for Grand Bahama as the national flag carrier returns to the Florida market with direct flights into the nation's second city. This move has certainly left passengers and airline officials elated. Here's Natalia Hall.
It was an exciting day for the entire Bahamas Air team as passengers checked in one by one for the 9:30 a.m. flight to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Senior Director of Operations Betty Benoit and Deputy Chairman Rudy Meadows view it as a big step not only for Bahamas Air, but Grand Bahama as well.
It is with pleasure that we reintroduce our scheduled flight to Fort Lauderdale. We recognize that it is a great way to stimulate the economy of Grand Bahama.
We were somewhat isolated from the world, and we got the flights going into Nassau, and now we're going back in the United States. It may not be quite the way we wanted with pre-clearance and all that, but it's a step forward.
These passengers say the return of the service 3 months after the storm is certainly a relief.
As an hotelier, I could tell you that this is very timely for Grand Bahama. It is a must. The island cannot begin to even think about moving forward without an international airport.
I'm excited because it means that we have some sort of normalcy now with flights coming in. A lot of places in the boats now are overloaded. So now another outlet of traveling to the U.S. I think it's essential right now to show that the economy is starting now to rebound. So I'm excited to know that it is now.
I'm very grateful, very happy that we are finally getting flights into Freeport. This is to help the economy, and the people will be very excited as well that it's no longer have to go into Nassau to get into the U.S., so it's very exciting.
35 passengers boarded the flight, including Bahamas Air and government officials, as well as members of the media. In less than 30 minutes, the Bahamas Air aircraft touched down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Up to Fort Lauderdale. I think that deserves a round of applause. We have certainly worked hard at trying to resume this flight direct from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale, and with the hard-working team of Bahamas Air and the executive management, the board members, we were able to make this happen.
Once the group deplaned and cleared U.S. Customs and Border Protection, they were greeted by the mayor of Broward County, Dale Holness.
We're very delighted that we start flights again to continue the connection between the people of South Florida and the Bahamas. We were saddened on the event of that terrible hurricane that hit the country, and we were very responsive, I must say. I'm very proud of what we did here in Broward County and in South Florida to reach out to, in my mind, one of our most valued neighbors in the world, the Bahamas. The relationship with the Bahamas and South Florida is long-standing, hundreds of years.
Now officials at Bahamas Air say flights will increase to and from Fort Lauderdale, Florida in the near future. Reporting from the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport for ZNS Network News, I'm Natalia Hall.
Thanks a lot, Natalia. Also this morning, a milestone for local businesses here in the country. Access Accelerator, the Small Business Development Center, sponsored by the government, marked its one-year anniversary last evening. Through the assistance of the center, a number of businesses gained new levels of development, Minister of Finance, the Honorable Peter Turnquest, touted the success of the entities, noting that over the past 5 years, the companies have received over $25 million to help create innovative ideas in the business market.
So far, $2.8 million have been disbursed, together with our funding partners, representing 82% of all those companies who've been approved for funding so far. Some 15 islands across the Bahamas have been impacted, from places like Acklands, Crooked Island, and Inagua, to the north in Grand Bahama. And that's particularly important because, again, this program is not a Nassau program or a Grand Bahama program. This is a program to empower those interested entrepreneurs throughout this country.
One of those businesses celebrating success as a result of the assistance of the Access Accelerator is Canoe, a cashless platform intended to transform how Bahamians do business right here at home.
Canoe is, we like to call it the digital wallet for the Bahamas. We are a new payment service provider that is licensed by the Central Bank of the Bahamas to facilitate electronic transactions using digital currency. Our Canoe Cash is backed 1-for-1 by the Bahamian dollar. Therefore, when you transact with Canoe, you're basically transacting with the Bahamian dollar. So monies sit and reside in a commercial bank 1-for-1. So it's called a real-time good funds model.
And still to come in the morning edition, we'll tell you how these red popular holiday charms are doing on the market and how you can still get your collection. So keep it locked.
B.O.B. wants you to have a Christmas to remember.
From now through December 31st, we're offering low rates and fast approvals on our Christmas consumer and debt consolidation loans, plus a chance to win $1,000, $1,500, or $2,500 in our Christmas to Remember promotion.
And to make the season even brighter, B.O.B. will donate an additional $5 to Hurricane Dorian relief for every approved Christmas loan.
Merry Christmas from B.O.B.
Your bank, our solutions.
Terms and conditions apply.
Introducing a secret that's been around for 30 years. It's AG Electric. It's the most trusted source for lighting, electrical supplies, fixtures, and home accessories. Some may know it as the place along Jerome Avenue with the big Canoe piece outside.
Yeah, God, you're getting y'all's fix up, eh?
But it's the inside that's gonna amaze you. They've got outdoor and indoor lighting solutions, ceiling fans, furniture, and so much more. So the next time you have a home project or see the big Canoe piece, think AG Electric.
Have you heard of the Janae's Chesapeake Road 5 Days of Christmas Give Back? The best prices on totally different style decorations in town. Get up to 30% off if you previously favored Janae's on Mobile Assist on decorations, trees, ornaments, lights, mesh, picks, and more. And don't forget the toys. Look in your Janae's coupon folder and Mobile Assist on your smartphone for an exclusive coupon. Restrictions apply. The Janae's Chesapeake Road 5 Days of Christmas Give Back going on now. Extended store hours till 7 p.m. Hurry in and get more bang for your bucks.
Hi, welcome to Dream Girls. We offer a wide variety of hair care, and your everyday beauty needs.
Here at Dream Girls, we carry a wide variety of products for natural or relaxed hair, such as ORS, Hair Care, and Shea Moisture. We also carry a large selection of weaving, braiding, and crochet hair. You can expect to find a private wig room, a large variety of products, and service with a smile. Whether you're shopping for a party, a corporate event, or your everyday working woman, Dream Girls can make your dream become a reality. Live your dream, experience your dream, Dream Girls.
We have 3 convenient locations to serve you: Village Road Shopping Center, Prince Charles Shopping Center, and Legacy Plaza located on Prince Charles next to BTC Cash and Go. Here at Dream Girls, enhancing beauty becomes your reality.
This is the morning edition. Welcome back. International organizations still making a big impact over in Abaco and the nation's second city. Spokesperson for 25 United, Ian Goodfellow, says private groups have been on the ground from the start and will continue to help in the best way possible through the provision of needed resources.
In the first 10 days, did 200 flights have moved 300,000 pounds of product to you in every conceivable way. So 25 United came out to work with NARI. I don't know if you know, NARI is North Abaco Restructuring Initiative. And what that is basically the funding agency where a group of very wealthy people all matched in millions of dollars into a fund for North Abaco.
He added that donors from the United States have committed to assisting with the rebuilding efforts by providing building materials, labor, and construction expertise.
To this day, Treasure Key, we put on 51 roofs. Blackwood, 34 roofs. Cooperstown, 9 roofs. Leisure Lead, 3 roofs. And Cedar Harbor, 5 roofs. So what we do is we have a group of volunteers. We rotate volunteers in on Monday and out on Friday. And Ceres comes to your house. Ceres is the largest sanitation company in the world who brought $10 million worth of equipment without a contract, without being paid by any of you in the Bahamas, being paid by other people in America to come to and do this job.
Also on the ground, many Abaconians are trying to return to a sense of normalcy and are creating business opportunities for themselves. Here's Lloyd Allen.
Just feet away from Radio Abaco, Jaden's Barbershop in Dundastown, Abaco, has been a staple in this community for almost 9 years. Proprietor Jermaine Williams says his intent behind Jaden's Barbershop was simply to help his community. He says after Dorian, his business, like many others, was destroyed and he was forced to relocate to the capital.
I started to work, but I was like, this don't make any sense. Cheap, I just go back home and start my business. People here, and people need a haircut. So I decided, after a month, I decided to come back.
Upon returning home, Williams says he was completely off-centered as the place he had invested thousands of dollars in for almost a decade was flatlined.
It was a big loss. The whole building gone.
Williams says although Dorian was a huge blow to his finances and livelihood, he decided to accept his losses and convinced himself to rebuild. After securing nearly $700 to purchase tarp, some cutting equipment, and an alternate power source, he says he returned to the site and waited in hopes that customers would return. Slowly, one by one, Williams says the customers began to arrive.
Me new people, I still have my old customers too. So say who's remain here and meet other people.
Customer Archie Minnis, a resident of Marsh Harbor, says he was surprised to see Jaden's Barbershop open, but is glad to see that Williams is making the effort to bring life back to the community.
I was passing this area. I have to pass this area every day. And so I'm open. I asked them what his hours were. Basically said every day. So here I am.
Williams says as an Abaconian, witnessing the destruction of his home, business, and community remains a painful blow. But moving forward is the only option.
And I advise anyone who away to come back, start from somewhere.
Reporting from Dundastown, Abaco, Lloyd Allen, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Lloyd. The National Dance Center closed its doors earlier this year for revamping and relocation. Since then, many dancers and those interested in learning the art have been patiently waiting and anticipating the reopening of that facility. Director of Culture, Rowena Poitier-Sutherland, provides this update on the center.
Transitions and growth is always a little pain, but I am, for one, very excited, and I think we're all excited at the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, in particular the Division of Cultural Affairs, because we've left a facility that we've outgrown and was not really worthy of the word national, and we've identified a new facility, and we look to open that in the new year. I believe it's going to be around February, but we will definitely send out a press release, and we welcome the public to come to our opening, to enroll in our classes. We're going to expand and really give the Bahamian people what they deserve, particularly our children.
Poitier-Sutherland added why it is important that places like the National Dance Center are a part of the community.
Places where our artists can develop and grow, especially as we move towards the development of the orange economy. We have to recognize and support the growth of the creative economy. And how do we do that? Through the arts. How do children get to express themselves? Through the arts. It's been proven to accelerate grades in math and English. And also, it has an effect on violence in our country. There are some statistics that support that because people have a release. And so you need a center, you need a safe space where children can do that. Dance is one of those expressions, and so it is paramount that we do that. It is utmost importance, and that's how we view it at the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture.
Well, listen up. While there are some nurseries that are sold out of the traditional poinsettias, there are others like Archer's Nursery that are fully stocked and ready to be purchased. The red poinsettias are very popular this time of the year, synonymous with the traditional Christmas colors of red and green. But it appears that Bahamians are now purchasing the pearl and coral poinsettias to create a unique look within their homes, businesses, and yards. A few customers we spoke to at the Archer's Nursery in Chippenham say while they love the variety, the traditional red poinsettias are a must-have.
When you decorate your house and you just have them all around, it gives just like a special Christmas feeling, you know? So we just love poinsettias.
How many are you trying to purchase today?
I'm getting 3 today. I already got like 8. So I'm getting another 3 for my daughter.
Poinsettia seems to be a plant that more or less I would say that women love. It goes along, it's a tradition, it goes along with Christmas. I believe you don't have poinsettias in your home at this time, then you're not really celebrating Christmas. I've seen her from time and time again plant these poinsettias, yes, and they grow very well. I didn't even know that poinsettias grow so high in height. I thought the height is only stipulated to the pot. But when you take them out of the pot and you plant them in the yard, man, they grow very high and they live forever. I thought that after the Christmas season they die, but it's not like that. I'm quite surprised.
As you know, Christmas is a spirit of love and generosity, and yesterday, here at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, we honored the holidays by donating gifts to each child at the Children's Emergency Hostel. ZNS Television manager Crystal Knowles and the committee presented them with the gifts.
Ms. Smith, on behalf of executive management and the staff here at ZNS, we would like to present the Children's Emergency Hostel with these gifts in order to spread the Christmas cheer this Christmas.
Administrator of the Children's Emergency Hostel, Sabrina Smith, says the children will be overjoyed to receive the Christmas presents.
They're always overwhelmed just to see a present. And the present, if it don't have the name on it, a present was given. You know, it ain't about the name on the present was given, so everyone will have a present. The ones from Freeport, along with the ones that live there. You know, they'll appreciate every gift persons have to give to them.
And in the spirit of Christmas, Anton Roll, a well-known gospel artist who continues to make a name for himself locally as well as on the international stage, is in studio live this morning and will be performing his release, Another Level.
Where I'm going, I start wondering. Right where the God is not reading, I'm receiving God's blessing. I'm going to another level. Oh yeah, I'm going to the place where God wants me to be. I'm going to another level. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going to walk into my destiny. Oh my. Grab the word of God and start reading. Start listening. Hear what the Lord is saying. You whisper in Antonio, I anoint you. Keep singing. I'm going to another level. Oh yeah. I'm going to the place where God wants me to be. I'm going to another level. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going to walk into my destiny. Oh my, He's calling me. I'm going to another level. Oh yeah. I'm going to the place where God wants me to be. I'm going to another level. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going to walk.
Shopping made easy right at your fingertips with the #1 online grocery shopping app in the Bahamas. You can now order online from a variety of trusted brands and at the best prices in town. Once you place your order, our team will gather it, package it, and deliver it. So no more wasting time at the grocery store. Get the best online grocery shopping and delivery experience with the push of a button. Fast shipping anywhere in the Bahamas and free delivery anywhere in Nassau with a minimum purchase. Download the app today.
Car insurance, home insurance, marine insurance, this insurance, that insurance. The truth is, you may not like it very much, but you need insurance, and it has to work for you. That's why Summit insurance policies are designed with you and your life in mind, fitting your lifestyle and needs perfectly. So you can rest comfortably knowing that your car, home, boat, and business are well taken care of. Contact our agents at Insurance Management today. Summit Insurance. We peak above all others.
Rugs, carpet tiles, ceramic tiles, floor mats, even vinyl flooring. Find them all at Wright's Carpet Masters located on Bernard Road. Let them cater to your home or your office needs, and you can choose from a variety of carpets, floor mats, cashmere, oriental rugs, and area rugs. And if you can't come to us, we will bring the business to you. Offering free estimates and deliveries to the Family Islands. Wright's Carpet Masters will get it right for you. Located on Bernard Road, telephone number 364-1260.
Struggling to turn those four walls into a home? Everything Home can help. Come visit our store on East Street South and Soldier Road, 3 buildings down from the intersection, where you'll find a great selection of comforters, beddings, rugs, candles, scents, luggage, Airbnb finishing touches, home decor, wonderful gift ideas, and kitchen appliances. If it's a home you're creating, then it's everything home. Good things at great prices.
Bonaventure Medical Laboratory at East Avenue, Centerville, and Sandyport celebrates 20 years of providing quality laboratory services with timely results. While partnering with your physicians and insurance companies, we have expanded into our modernized facility providing EKG testing, the latest in gonorrhea and chlamydia STD tests, rapid tests, paternity screens, online reporting of results, and also phlebotomy training. Visit or call Bonaventure Medical Lab, open daily at 7:30 a.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m., or visit our Sandyport or Southside Clinic locations.
Can't you don't call me by screws and fasteners, boy. How mean you're supposed to fit on this bike? You don't look like 2 big bag skills. Well, taste the rainbow. Come, let's want to get you a Christmas traffic. Come on and call them at the 326-1976 number. And they say they got my threaded rods and my line for my fishing. Oh, so where are you, so girl? Girl, I'm at Palm Beach and Balfour Avenue. Yes, I know the place. I got some masonry tools from them. I got strings for my weed whacker. I got sex bolts. And I got turnbuckles. Girl, I got the stainless steel rectangular hex. And they got the wheels to the trunk of the car. All of that? Girl, you know they don't play. You know what their motto is? Come, let's screw your work. Come, girl, let's go. Let's hurry up. Come here. You got to pull. Yeah, you let's go.
And the countdown is on before the big dance on Bay. Our Kelsey Johnson is live in Rawson Square as the heat is on. Good morning again, Kelsey.
Good morning, LaDawn. Good morning, Bahamas. Once again, no, I am not going to do any of my fancy moves here in Rawson Square, but I must tell the viewing public that I am the top judge for this Boxing Day and New Year's Day parade. So if you think I'm going to have a mic in my hand, you figured it all wrong. Now, joining me this morning live on location here in Rawson Square is Dino Miller. He is going to confirm that I am the best judge they ever selected, right? Because you are in charge of the JCNP, and you know talent, and you could see I know how to score the parade. So if you can just tell the general public how this parade is set up, who's coming out first, I mean, the point system, because it's going to be a lit Boxing Day morning.
Yes, good morning, Bahamas. So the parade starts promptly at 10 p.m. on Christmas night. The first group out of the blocks will be a B group, the Fancy Dancers, followed by the world-famous Valley Boys. We anticipate a fast-flowing parade, so we encourage the public to come out, be on time, get your seats, be relaxed, and be prepared to be entertained.
So why are we starting with a B group and not an A group on Boxing Day?
It was a decision that the corporation made about 3 years ago to start with a B group, followed by A group, to give the B groups a little more publicity. People tend to only want to come out and support the major groups. So by bringing a B group out first, it gives them the ultimate platform to be there and impress the masses.
When does the gate open? Where is the gate located?
So the judging gate starts at Charlotte Street. So at 10:01, the Fancy Dancers will be at Charlotte Street, and they'll process and make their way down Bay Street.
So if Fancy Dancers at Charlotte Street, where's the Valley Boys supposed to line up?
Well, the Valley Boys will be in the holding zone down there through Frederick Street, through George Street. So as soon as the Fancy Dancers start moving, the Valley Boys will assemble on the Bay Street, and they will storm Bay Street as well.
Now, point system-wise, do I get 1,000, 8 million, 50,000 points right here in Rawson Square, or how does it work, point-wise?
So the point system is out of 100 points. Groups are actually judged from the starting point, which is Charlotte Street, until the end of the parade route, which is East Street. So they'll be judged and scored throughout this zone.
Now, if you said Saxons, Valley, Roots, you're on the clock, and they don't come out of the gate on time, what is the penalty for that?
So there'll be a 5-point penalty. So every group will be given a 2-minute warning. After your 2-minute warning, you'll be placed on the clock. If you're not ready, you'll receive a late penalty, a 5-point penalty.
How do I categorize as an A group? What qualifies me as an A group from the B group?
So what qualifies you as an A group is you need at least 201 participants. You need one lead costume, 2 step-down costume, 12 or more choreographed girls, 8 or more off-the-shoulder costumes. For a B group, you only need 50 participants. Step-down is not a requirement. You need 8 off-the-shoulders and 8 choreographed girls. So the numbers distinguish the difference between the two categories.
Now, we see a number of costumes being rolled out. Any penalties for that, or do guys have to still lift?
So the lead costumes and the step-down costumes, they can have wheels on them. It is not a requirement, but they can have wheels on the costumes.
Mm-hmm. And Shirley Street, how does the point system set up for that?
Similar, same way. So this Bay Street will be Zone 1, Shirley Street will be Zone 2, same point spread.
Mm-hmm. And when I get through Elizabeth Avenue, what is my rest period?
So you have about 30 to 45-minute rest period per group. You can recharge your batteries, get some Gatorade, get prepared, and then you'll enter onto Shirley Street.
Now, we always talk about Boxing Day being the big parade. New Year's Day, what time do we start? What is the lineup, and who's coming out first?
So coming first out of the gates will be the Conquest for Christ, followed by Roots Junkanoo Organization. The New Year's Day parade starts promptly at 2 a.m. instead of 10 p.m. as in Boxing Day, so we want to encourage the public to come out, be on time. I'd also like to notify the public that along with the New Year's Day parade, patrons who purchase tickets have a chance to win a Nissan Note as well as a flat screen TV. So you want to start your year off right, you want to be to this New Year's Day parade.
Tickets, where can I get my tickets?
So you can get tickets at the JCMP headquarters, which is through Frederick Street, North Fork House, Junkanoo Tix, or you can go online, www.junkanooTix.com, to purchase your tickets.
And how much are the tickets?
Tickets range from $16 to $50 for the premium area, which is the Rawson Square area.
And you sure Sting can win the parade?
Sting wins every year.
You sure?
Yeah, in their minds.
What about the Paper Boys?
In their minds, they win every year.
The Clickers?
In their minds, they win every year.
So how come the fun groups don't have it all?
Because they just want to have fun.
Man, so you sure I could be a judge?
Yeah, man. You'll be the best judge we ever had.
What qualifications I need besides being, active?
Yes. So you would have to take a judge's course, which is a 12-week course. Unfortunately, that has already passed. You have to pass an examination as well. So those are the qualifications of being a judge.
It seems as though you wanted me to sit the SAT. I got to study. I got to do all this. What are you looking for in a judge? I mean, what do they look for in costumes and other groups?
So judges had a 12-week training course. There was a training platform where they would train trained on costuming, they were trained on music, they were trained on design, dance, choreography. It was a lengthy course, and they were trained by Junkanouers, past and present Junkanouers who was the experience, and like I said, they had to pass an examination as well too. So a lot went into that judges course, those training course, and they are well prepared to judge these parades.
What all has to be pasted on a costume or on a person?
I say the majority of your pieces on your costume have to be pasted. At least 50% have to be crepe paper, 25% of your costume have to be decorated. So you have to make sure your costume is well pasted, well decorated to be on this parade.
Now, a lot of people believe that music and banner carries the most points. Which category carries the most points?
So Junkanoo is a costume parade. So overall, group costume carries the most parade. I think that's 30% out of your 100% possibility. So I would say group costume followed by music.
All right, now Sting, I know yesterday you tell me your banner gonna be ready, so you hear banner carry a lot of points. Fun groups, right?
Yes.
Fun groups for the win this morning here on Bay Street, LaDon. I'm telling you, come Boxing Day morning and New Year's Day morning, all my Junkanoo lovers are going to rock these bleachers. The bleachers are all set up and ready to go. Just a reminder that you can still get your ticket at the JCNP ticket box office. If you have $16, just beg everybody for $1 so you can get a ticket and see this big showcase and showdown going on Boxing Day and New Year's Day. We're going to toss it back to you in the studio because LaDon, I'm going to get my ticket for free. For free, LaDon. Back to you.
I feel you, man. Your 3 kids and your wife.
Studio is Kevin Mr. Blacks Burrows to warm our hearts with his release, Family Man. Take it away.
Pick up the phone, say she trying to call you. She get through in all you years, Daddy, I love you. It brings joy to your heart, but you still stressing. You thank the Lord for your kids, cause they are a blessing. Your biggest fear is you don't want to disappoint them. Leave their life like your dad, repeat the same cycle. Man, you hustle in them trenches to make sure them bills paid. Your pursuit is relentless. Try to stay out the system, but the kids keep crying, asking God for forgiveness, and you praying for protection. Started feeling convicted because of the situation. Money coming slow, started being impatient, getting tired of waiting, and the voices keep talking. Don't want to turn back, so you looking for different options. Get tired, feel like nobody understands, but I gotta stand on my own 2 feet as a man, and do it for the family, for the family, for the family, for the family. Yeah. Now time slow down, but you thinking fast. Now there is time to think, you remember your past. The devil try to creep in, he try to take you back. Another voice telling you have a family now. Now you caught up in them thoughts, trying to make a decision. Back and forth, in and out, while you contemplating. Then you pause for a minute, then you started praying. Thank the Lord you did that, cause some demons is waiting. See that moment right there gave you a second chance. Regardless of your sins, God got bigger plans. Started feeling better, now you a bigger man. Felt like all was lost, but you still made a stand. Funny thing about this story, this is so true. That man looking down, yeah, he understands you. This ain't no fairy tale, nah, this is real life. For your kids and your wife, you gotta live right. Feel like nobody understands, but I gotta stand on my own 2 feet as a man, and do it for the family, for the family, for the family, for the family, for the family.
Prime Care's Doctors Hospital Primary and Preventative Care Service, based at a Doctors Hospital West outpatient facility on Blake Road, making it your one-stop shop for primary care services. Many people are familiar with going to their primary care doctor to treat colds, flus, cuts, and aches. However, Prime Care is all of that and more. Primary care for the whole family involves checkups and physicals, health monitoring and disease prevention, chronic disease management like hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, and asthma, mental health checkups, and so much more. Using Prime Care for your primary care needs ensures that in the event you need further care someday, you and your family are already registered patients in the Doctors Hospital Health System with a complete and accurate health record. Prime Care accepts all major insurances and NHI. If you've not enrolled in NHI, you can do so online or at our Doctors Hospital West location.
Closer, closer, closer. Closer, closer from the last one.
Will waves be banned? No. Plastic bottle? No. Things like saran wrap? No. Plastic surgery? Garbage bag, Ziploc bag, baggy bag which you make baggy in? No. Cup and baggy forever. As long as it's not within the forbidden, it's straight. Contact the ministry today to speak at your event, gathering, or workplace so they can educate you on the 2020 plastic ban.
Welcome to sports, everybody. We start off in the association. DeAndre Ayton back in the lineup last night for the Phoenix Suns after serving a 25-game suspension for PEDs. He went 9 of 19 from the field, tallying a double-double, 19 points and 12 rebounds. But the Suns fell to the LA Clippers, 120-99.
First, I was like, this court is like a soccer field. You know, I started getting my second win. Then I felt a little normal once I got subbed out. I think the first 8 minutes of the game, then I got subbed out, came back in. I was back in the rhythm. I found my groove a little bit. Man, performance, I know I could have done more. But yeah, basketball kicked in.
Buddy Hield and the Sacramento Kings also on court last night. They made the cross-country trip for a matchup with the Charlotte Hornets. Buddy celebrating his birthday, but it was a pretty quiet night at the office. He was 5 of 13 from the field, 4 for 8 from behind the three-point arc, finishing up with 14 points, his lowest scoring night since November 14th. The Kings went down 110-102. Still on the pro hardwood, Zane Knowles and Pau playing outside of the Greek League last night in the European Champions League. Taking on Falco Vulcano from Hungary, Pau would fall 89-80. Zane had 13 points and 8 boards in 15 minutes. The Ole Miss Running Rebels women's basketball team back about 500 on the season at 6-5 following an overtime win over Georgia Southern on Monday. Coach Jolette McPhee-McQuinn impressed with the effort by Bahamian national team player Valerie Nesbitt, who led the way with 16 points and 6 assists.
Wants to win. Val is a competitor. We're teaching her how to be competitive about the right things. And so through the course of it, you're just seeing her evolve into the type of player that she could potentially be. You know, the last game, she had 8 turnovers because she really was trying to win it for everybody. I told her that her intent was good, but what she did, it didn't work for us. So now she has 6 assists, 1 turnover, because she realizes that she doesn't have to do it herself and that she needs the team.
This is a pretty busy stretch for the Ole Miss women's team. They played on Saturday, had to turn around for an early tip on Monday, and they play again on Friday.
You know, Van Chancellor called me after the last game and gave me some great tips on how to deal with a group with such a short bench. And so, you know, we got the win. We may use Wednesday to really be a mental day and not get on the floor so much, and then have a decent practice on Thursday to be ready for Friday.
The C.I. Gibson Rattlers boys basketball team in Las Vegas for the Tarkanian Classic. Coach Kevin KJ Johnson spoke about his expectations.
It's going to be tough, but at the end of the day, we want to win. We want to play the game. We want to grow. We want to learn the game. Give the seniors opportunities to be seen by college coaches, because college coaches be all over Vegas looking for players. And at the end of the day, once one or two of them get seen and college coaches like them, and they have a chance to sign and go further their education through basketball, that's all I could ask for, and graduate with their degrees. Coach Grant really worked with us in terms of scheduling, understanding that, you know, the JV team and also the senior team, so it worked out perfectly so far. So, you know, when the senior team is playing, the JV team is not playing.
Junior baseball continuing to flourish here in the capital, but the same can't be said for the sport at the senior level.
We go up to the age of 18. And after that, where are you going to play? There's hardly anywhere else for you to go and play baseball. So we're suffering. If the guys don't get a college offer or scholarship and go off to school, then they can stay here and language. We need to have some facilities. We don't need the big buildings. We just need some property cleared down and just build 2 or 3 fields on that. We'd know for a fact we'd have more of those guys coming home. All you could see them doing is throwing from one to another. But they can't go out there and hit, because the fields that we have now, this is under 18. Fields are just too small. We would like to accommodate more baseball here at JPLN. Right now we're in the process of trying to solicit some help as far as funds to light our senior field. If we can get this light, we can play more baseball. If we play more baseball, we keep kids off the street, we keep them more active.
The Buffalo Bulls and Charlotte 49ers in town ahead of the Makers Warner Bahamas Bowl on Friday at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. Both teams living it up in paradise while still realizing this is a business trip.
I always dreamed about going to the Bahamas somewhere, you know, new and different and everything like that. So just seeing the color of the water, how clear it was, how brand new it was really, really neat.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A lot of people on the team may not ever get the chance to come here again. So it's cool to be able to do that with the guys and play the sport that we love.
It was coming down to it. It was between Idaho and here, so we were pretty happy that we got here. And you know, yeah, Buffalo right now is about 30 degrees, snow on the ground everywhere. So coming down here is like no other.
At first, we didn't see the results that we wanted to see at the beginning of the season, but to stay the course, to stay persistent, and to see it pay off at the end of the year with being rewarded a great trip like this it's fulfilling.
It's really, really important to stay focused. Have fun, but also stay focused. And at the end of the day, we still have a task at hand to win a football game and take home the first bowl victory, and it'll be history.
The Bahamas Bowl, definitely a big event for sports tourism in the Bahamas. We're joined this morning by Nato Dean from the Ministry of Tourism. And Nato, these kids are excited.
Yeah, they're very excited. With mixing with them with the welcome reception the other night at the Atlantis, you know, leaving the cold weather to come down to our beautiful climate now to play in one of the 150 year of college football, and the only bowl game played outside the continental USS is an awesome experience for each and every person there.
And like we would have heard, this like for some of them a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Once in a lifetime. They are really enjoying it. They're here not only to play the bowl, they're also taking part in community efforts with the Ramfley Home. They're also doing their own activities on the beach. You know, they're doing a lot of stuff in between the bowl time, and they're doing a great job.
And a kids clinic today as well.
Yes, the kids clinic today, and it's good that they're putting back into the community as well as, you know, exposing the Bahamas to the world.
In terms of the tourism aspect, this is how we put heads in beds.
Heads and Beds greatly. This is one of the key events, marquee events that closes out our year, along with some other events that we have coming up on the calendar.
Now, I can tell you this is a bowl that's been in existence for a couple of years now. Every year there's been a different team from a different conference, from the Conference USA and the MAC coming here. That has to be good. It's a different audience live here. And then, of course, it's on ESPN, so it gives the audience the chance to see what happens here in the Bahamas.
Yes, millions of viewers will be viewing in during the games this year. And we're expecting better even participation from our local audience, the crowd, to come out there and cheer on these teams.
Now, I don't know how much you follow Buffalo and Charlotte, but do you have any predictions for the game?
I'm gonna keep I'm gonna stay reserved, still neutral with that, because I want the fact that both of them are here. They are already winners.
Now, I know the Bahamas Bowl, not the only thing you guys have coming up. I know the gymnastics event, the Atlantis Crown, that's coming up as well.
Yes, the Atlantis Crown is actually on board for this weekend. The activities starts, actually the welcome ceremony start tomorrow evening at the Atlantis. We have 80 different gymnastics clubs from 8 different countries coming to the Bahamas. And this event is another event that's grown continuously every single year. You know, we have a 3-time Olympian coming down in the Savislana Boganskaya. She'll be coming down to be featured at the event. We have 90 local gymnasts from 3 different local clubs taking part in the event. And so Cindy Sharns and her team is doing a fantastic job. And this is another event that is going to be widely viewed through the media, through bloggers. So each and every gymnast here is going to be exposing the Bahamas to the world.
What else is coming up for sports tourism? I know the Abaco Classic, that had to be moved to the Bahamas early next year. So what other events you guys have coming up?
Well, the next thing after Atlantis Crown actually is going to be the Home Run Derby.
Right, okay.
We're holding that again, and that's another exciting event. We have about 20 minor leaguers coming to the Bahamas, a Bahamian players coming to the Bahamas once again, as well as some international persons. They're going to be joining them for that Home Run Derby. And right after that, then we have the Corn Ferry, Great Exuma, and Great Abaco Classic, but it's going to be the Great Abaco Classic at Bahama this year.
Okay.
So that's definitely going to be another key, and that is going to be widely viewed, almost 64 million viewers on the Golf Channel, and widely televised. So we're reaching the world through these sporting programs. Right after that, we have the Susan G. Komen, the Race for the Cure. You know, that's another international, become more an international influenced event here, and exposing the Bahamas once again from that avenue. And then we also have, after Susan G. Komen, we have the Ride for Hope. So Ride for Hope is also on our calendar for Luther. So it's not anything that's going on here in Nassau. We have the family islands involved in each and every sporting activity. So we're taking sports to the world.
Before I let you go, I want you to put on another hat from bodybuilding. How's bodybuilding looking for 2020?
Very exciting year. We're gonna add the Northern Bahamas Championships back to the calendar. Freeport has been under the weather because of recent events, but we're gonna also show the Bahamas that we're also trying to expand our activities throughout the family islands, and definitely do what we can to increase sporting in the island of the Grand Bahama.
Well, disappointing that Paul Wilson didn't get his pro card the other night.
Oh, yeah. Looking at the pictures, he definitely deserved that pro card. He might have been smaller in stature, only in height. But in body development and what he brought to the stage, he should have gotten that pro card. But, he won 2 categories, and he's doing a fantastic job. Mighty Mouse is there, back on stage, representing the Bahamas once again.
Well, we want to thank Nada for joining us this morning, talking sports tourism and bodybuilding. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
And that's going to do it for the morning edition. We come back after this.
Welcome to Sunshine Auto, your hottest place on the planet for rims, tints, tires, and auto sales. We are your auto superstore for rims, Lexani, Azaras, Trueform, Western, Lux, Fuel, Track Lights, Tough, Rough Racing, Velocity, Mud, All-Terrain, and low-profile tires. Cars, homes, and commercial window tinting. At Sunshine Auto, we put God first and customer is king. Blessed luck. That's how rough riders roll.
We fused the passion, the pride, and the rhythm of Junkanoo with the beer of the Bahamas to answer one question. Who are we? We are Junkanoo. Represent your group today and purchase a limited edition 16-ounce Collect Junkanoo can from your neighborhood 700 wines and spirits store or your favorite watering hole.
It started with an idea, better shipping and more personalized service. Before long, Betty K became a leading Bahamian-owned and operated carrier, serving the capital 3 days a week and Providenciales every Friday. Just a heartbeat from Miami Airport. 2 Miami locations means no more long lines. Betty K is your one-stop palletized cargo shop in Arawak Key. With 20 and 40-foot containers and flat tracks and secure boxes for home shoppers, it's clear to see why Betty K has been #1 for almost a century.
Hey y'all, what's up?
Hey, what's that?
What y'all getting?
Listen, I've been waiting to march down some lobster, yeah?
Hi, I'm Matthew. I will be you guys' waiter today. Can I take your order?
Oh, I've been chewing for some grouper dread.
Y'all see this?
See, this ain't gonna work.
fish gone, though?
But how, though?
Don't leave our children with no fish in their future. Protect our sea. Protect our way of life. Protect the Bahamas. To learn how you can help, find us on Facebook at Bahamas Protected. See the future.
In our final look at weather, clouds starting to close in now on Grand Bahama, Abaco, and the Bimini areas, and that's as a result of a cold front that's heading our way. We expect continuous cloudiness today with pockets of showers and thunderstorms. Some of those thunderstorms could be heavy at times, particularly in the extreme northwest Bahamas. Our forecast for today calls for periods of clouds and sunshine with showers and thunderstorms in the mix, the high temperature getting up to 78 degrees. And then tonight we are looking at mostly cloudy with a couple more showers, low temperature getting down to 70 degrees, and extended weather forecast, keeping the showers off and on in our forecast right through the weekend, but most significantly, the winds will be picking up behind that front, so we're looking at breezy conditions starting tonight, and that will carry right through the weekend. Wouldn't be before Sunday, before those winds starting to tape down a bit, but another front comes through on Sunday. That will enhance the shower activity. Behind that, temperature starting to drop in the low 60s, and we would not see any good amount of sunshine until about the early part of next week. LaDawn?
Thanks a lot, Basil, and that does it for us this morning. For the entire Morning Edition team, I'm LaDawn Davis. Make it a great day, everyone. We leave you now with the soothing sounds of Mr. Blacks.
Blacks. I just like the sound. Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Blacks.
Mr. Blacks, yeah. Jesus save me now. I ain't going back there.
Hey.
Yeah. Look, they say Jesus couldn't save me. They said he couldn't change me. Now I got the devil angry.
I got him angry, bro.
That's because he saved me.
Yeah, he saved me, bro.
They say Jesus couldn't save me.
Yeah.
They said he couldn't change me.
Oh, yes, he did.
Now I got the devil angry.
I got him angry, bro.
Oh, no, I'm not the same me.
Yeah, he changed me.
Yeah, he saved me. They said that he couldn't save me. They said he couldn't change me. But they was tripping, look, I'm different. No, I'm not the same me. I remember nights I was on the blocks for real. God changed my life, I was holding Glocks for real. Now I'm holding on the Bible and it's so true. I was making ghost moves. Now I just let the Holy Ghost move. Hey, wait a minute now. Haters trying to figure out if it's a gimmick. Nah, look at how I'm living now. I remember just seeing my mama heartbroken, afraid I'll fall victim to these streets. Man, I lost focus. How I bounce back from them losses, only the Lord knows it. Supposed to been dead, but I'm walking, only the Lord knows it. Wait, I'm just glad life ain't fair. Let me break it down, let me just be clear. Cause if it was, then I wouldn't have been here. But His grace kept me alive, and it's only cause of Jesus couldn't save me. They said he couldn't change me. Now I got the devil angry.
I got him angry, bro.
That's because he saved me.
Yeah, he saved me, bro.
They said